This is written by Leonie Dawson, and it's called You Have Permission. Today and every day, you have permission. You have permission to say no to demands on your time that don't light you up and don't give energy back to you. You have permission to not give a crap what's happening outside your world and keep your energy focused on what you are creating. You have permission to let go of friendships that make you feel like shit. You have permission to say no whenever you like, however you like, in whatever kind of voice you like, without feeling like only mean girls say no and nice girls say yes. That's bull. Yes and no have equal weighing. What's important is if you use them when they are the best thing for you, not out of fear, obligation, or guilt. You have permission to know that yes is powerful and so is no. The power comes from you, using either from your highest spirit and truest integrity. You have permission to change. You have permission to not be the person you once were. You have permission to get angry and self-righteous and to also glean the wisdom from those emotions. You are leading you to where your boundaries are and where they have been crossed and what you need to do from now on. You have permission to be exactly how you are. You have permission to not be more like anyone else in the world, even if you think they are better, wiser, or more popular. You have permission to be more like yourself, your gifts, and your wisdom. You have permission to not care what other people think of you. You have permission to not try to change what other people think of you. You can't ever argue that you are a good person. They will either know you are or not. You don't need to spend time with people who don't believe in you. You have permission to do things that your friends and family do not. You have permission to be wild, expressive, truthful, exciting, and outspoken. You have permission to not accept friendship requests on Facebook or anywhere else in your life. You have permission to block people whenever you like. You have permission to share as much or as little as you like. You have permission to blog or not blog. You have permission to Twitter or not Twitter. It doesn't really matter. As long as it's making you happy, that's the best thing. You have permission to suck at a wide variety of activities. It's okay. You make up for it with your million other brilliance particles. You have permission to be whatever body shape you like. You have permission to choose and choose again and then choose again. You have permission to not always be a perfect image of anything. You have permission to be a contradiction. You have permission to not go to your school reunion unless it really excites you and delights you, and you would love to really heart reconnect with people you went to school with. You have permission to not be interested in the newest fad, hair and pants, geek glasses, Polaroid cameras, scrapbooking, macrame. You also have permission to be totally obsessed with them if it makes your heart light up. You have permission to cut people from your life. You have permission to surround yourself with people who are good and loving and nurturing to you. You have permission to be a disappointment to some people as long as you're not a disappointment to yourself. You have permission to do nothing whenever you like. You have permission to make your big dream come true. You have permission to not do it all perfectly or have all your shit together. You have permission to not forgive people. You have permission to forgive people when it's right for you. You have permission to think some people are crazy. You have permission to think some people are snigging ice cream with chocolate and wafers and sprinkles and cherries on top. You have permission to not have the perfect relationship. You have permission to not have a relationship. You have permission to take whatever time you need for you. You have permission to make ridiculous choices for yourself. You have permission to use and listen to your intuition, to feel when things are off, and to remove yourself from them even when you don't quite know why. You will always find out why. Our intuition is here to serve us. You have permission to be down. You have permission to be up. You have permission to still believe in unicorns and fairies. You have permission to believe in things that other people think are very odd and strange. You have permission to not care. You have permission to believe in things that make your life wholer, richer, and deeper. You have permission to make your own world that is the truest painting of you. You have permission to suck at coloring in. You have permission to say bugger off to anyone who's ever told you that you're not good enough, you're not worth it, you're not beautiful, you're not lovable, you're not the most divine, wise, delicious goddess to walk the planet. You have permission to know that you are. You have permission to swear when you like, however you like, to your reckless abandon. You have permission to not be the best of anything, just the best of yourself. And some days, just the best you can do that day. You have permission to not always give. You have permission to fill your own cup first. You have permission to have things around you that delight you. You have permission to live in a teepee if you want to, or a mansion, whatever makes your spirit shine in the right thing for you. You have permission to make choices on whether it makes your spirit shine. You have permission to know you are a goddess, even when it doesn't feel like it, even when you feel utterly human, even when you want nothing more than to climb under your blanket or light up the sky. You are a goddess. You have permission. You have permission. You have permission. So what I would like to ask is, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want to be? What do you want to feel? What do you want to do? What do you want to have? If time, money, people, if self were no issue, what would an ideal week look like? Imagine yourself as an abundant, sexy, successful, well-respected, healthy, beautiful, vibrant, wealthy, supported, loved, energetic, turned on woman. What do you want? And allow yourself to get more specific. How does it affect your day? How does it affect the people around you? How does it affect your work? How does it affect your wealth? What do you deserve? And why do you deserve it? You are abundant, sexy, successful, well-respected, healthy, beautiful, vibrant, wealthy, supported, loved, energetic, turned on woman, orgasmic, trusting, forgiving, worthy. You have a zest for life, fun to be around, creative, expansive, vibrant. What do you want? What do you want your energy to look like? What do you want your hormone balance to look like? What do you want your libido to look like? What do you want your freedom to look like? And what I want you to do is, in the midst of this energy, if you can condense it down, I invite you to, after this, change your passwords. Change your passwords on your computer, your cell phones, whatever it is. Change your signature on your email. Allow it to be an announcement to the universe. This is what I want. Can you condense it down? Can you make it quantifiable? Can you write it on your mirror with lipstick so that when you're getting ready in the morning, you see it? Can you put it on a piece of paper and it's in your kitchen so it's the first thing that you see? And I love the author of Get Rich Lucky Bee. She says it's the lazy girl's guide to manifesting. It's the message to the subconscious that you're ready for your goals to manifest. And you get to then let it in.